men and women definitely age differently. It definitely has a harder toll. It takes much more out on a woman, especially if she's partying when she's young. I mean, it catches up, and by late 20s, you could tell right away that she's been using a lot of substances, drinking a lot, smoking, and not sleeping well at night. So
Yeah.
health is definitely one part of it, and of course, obviously, she's out there, perhaps looking for more male attention. Right? Do I want a woman that's craving that, or do I want her to crave mine only?
Exactly.
So red flag number 10, this is a tough one, man, because now like half the women, maybe more out there, are heavily tattooed and pierced up. I was at a restaurant with my family the other day, and all the waitresses, I mean, they were all at least 40 pounds overweight, but beyond that, had tattoos over all their arms. There was one girl, the girl that served us, that had zero tattoos, and you could tell her character, beyond just the image of being pure without tattoos, was totally different than the others. I think it says a lot about who someone is on the inside. But speak to us about tattoos and piercings as a red flag.
Well, I think tattoos, they've been around for a long time too, right? A lot of men have tattoos. You've got tats. I think it's more of a masculine sort of endeavor.
Mm-hmm.
For a lot of men, it could be a rite of passage. It could be a tribal thing for them.
Mm-hmm.
It's never, as far as I've seen in the history that I've studied, been a traditional behavior of women.
Right.
It seems to be a masculine pursuit. So we see a general trend of the masculinization of females and the feminization of males today, especially over the last several decades. And a woman covered in tattoos, I mean, look, if it's something sweet, if it's because she's committed to you and she tattoos your name around her ring finger or somewhere on her body because she's that serious about you, okay, fine. In my view, that would be acceptable. But if you meet a gal and she's got tattoos all over her body in random places, like a sticker book, my advice would be just, look, stay away from her. I mean, date her if you want, but don't invite her into your life on a long-term basis. The other thing too is tattoos, they don't look that great as they age as well too. They sort of spread out and bleed. And, the girl with that cute butterfly tattoo on her shoulder blade, that you meet when she's 21, that's going to look like a pile, like a bird crapped on her shoulder by the time she's 45.
Yeah. It's interesting because, this is sort of a new thing. As you said, like women never had tattoos, and even the amount of tattoos that men have now. I grew up in the 80s, and my dad was from Belize, kind of like he was like a gangster. And he was the only dad with tattoos. My dad was known as the guy with the tattoos. They thought my dad was, a drug lord or something like that. And so my dad was known as the guy with the tattoos. Now, not only does everybody have tattoos, but everybody and their mama has tattoos. And I like how you point out that it's like the heavily tattooed, like neck and arms throughout the whole.
It does get trashy, and I go to some formal events where you have to dress well, and if it's in the summertime, it's hot, so there's more skin exposed, especially with women with their evening gowns. And everybody gives side eye to girls, to women with tattoos, exposed tattoos, and a nice evening gown. They just do. You look at it and you think to yourself, I do anyway. That's like putting bumper stickers all over a Lamborghini.